Her laugh sliced through the music. "I'd rather kiss my dog than kiss you," she said, loud enough for every clinking glass to freeze midair. The room burst into laughter. Her friends, our colleagues, even the bartender. I stood there, hands still around her waist, the bass thumping under my ribs like a countdown. I smiled, calm, quiet, the kind of smile that made her friends laugh harder, thinking I was too weak to respond. But they didn't realize silence isn't weakness, it's calculation. By the time the music resumed, my revenge had already begun. Before that night, I thought we were a team. Met her in grad school. The witty, fearless girl who used to quote philosophy while stealing fries off my plate. We built everything together. A house, a business, a life that felt unbreakable. At least that's what I told myself. Somewhere along the way, her jokes turned sharper, her eyes colder. She started performing instead of living. Every dinner became a stage, every laugh rehearsed, and I was always the punchline. But I stayed quiet, observant, because the longer someone plays cruel, the more they reveal what they're afraid of losing. The first clue wasn't dramatic, it was a smell. Her perfume on my assistant's jacket. He brushed it off, said she'd hugged him at some dinner I'd forgotten about. I didn't argue, just nodded. Then came the late texts. "The girls and I are out again, except the location tag she forgot to remove said downtown hotel." No confrontation, no shouting, just observation, because anger clouds precision, and I needed clarity. That night I sat in the dark of my office, watching the reflection of our wedding photo in the window. Her smile looked fake now, even in memory. So I whispered to myself, don't confront. Plan. First move. Financial control. The business she co-owned with me, a boutique marketing firm, ran on accounts I managed. I began rerouting her reimbursements into a holding company under my name. Quietly, legally, invisibly. Second move, information. I hired a digital investigator. Within a week, I had her messages. Every flirt, every lie, every mocking voice note about me. Third move, social optics. Her upcoming Women in Business Gala. She was to receive an award for empowerment through partnership. The irony was perfect. I made sure her favorite gossip columnist was on the guest list. Fourth move, timing. Our anniversary fell 3 days after the gala. She believed I'd planned something romantic. A gift, a surprise. She had no idea the surprise was her downfall. At the gala, she sparkled in a silver dress, the same one she wore the night she first betrayed me. I stood beside her, hand in pocket, smile steady. Her speech was flawless, all about mutual respect and trust in love and leadership. Cameras flashed. Applause filled the room. Then the host announced a special tribute video prepared by her devoted husband. The lights dimmed, her smile froze. The screen lit up, not with memories, but with her messages. Her voice laughing about how easy he is to manipulate. Her photos with my assistant, her private jokes about upgrading. The audience gasped, a glass dropped, and then, the final frame, a legal document. Effective immediately, removal of partner rights and ownership from SNL Marketing, per Clause 14B, breach of trust. Signed, dated, by me. She turned toward me, eyes wide, trembling. I leaned in and whispered, "Consider this the kiss you didn't want." The silence that followed was cinematic, just the hum of the projector, the sound of her breath breaking. Then came the applause, not for her, but for the moment, for truth, for justice. She tried to speak, but no words came. My assistant, her co-star, slipped out through the side door like a ghost. She looked at me one last time, maybe searching for mercy. But mercy is a gift, and I'd already spent years giving her those. I walked out before the lights came back on, leaving her standing in the ruins she built herself. That night, I didn't go home. Home was just a structure filled with ghosts. Instead, I drove to the lake we used to visit before we married, parked the car, rolled down the window, and listened to the quiet hum of the night. It wasn't joy I felt. It was peace. The kind that comes when a weight you've carried too long finally drops, leaving silence where noise used to be. She called twice, then again. I didn't answer. because sometimes silence is the loudest confession. She wanted attention. I gave her consequence. And as the moon shimmered across the water, I whispered the final truth. Love dies loudly, but respect dies in silence.